Okay, we're back for more role-playing. Say hello, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, they're enthusiastic. They love it. They've got role-play lust in their eyes. So the first thing we've done is we've rolled on the duty chart. So for everyone at home, basically, you get a chart that you make up from people's kind of motivations and duties for being with the Rebel Alliance. And then at the beginning of sessions, you roll for it, and if something comes up, then there's more likely to be a thing to do with that duty coming up during the session. We've come up with tech procurement, exciting times, which is associated with Neil's character. So something to do with that will occur during the session, and therefore give Neil an opportunity to raise his duty, and therefore the group duty with it. And before we do anything else, we need to roll for the Destiny pool, force points, exciting things. Justin.
1 light.
Sam.
1 dark.
Yeah.
Susan.
That suits you.
Yeah, it does.
1 dark.
Goddamn boffins.
2 light.
Yes!
Good job.
You just call them a fish.
Whatever you are.
Yes.
Celestin?
1 dark.
Oh.
1 light.
There you go. So we've got
The droids
4
cancel
light
each other out.
and 3 dark. I don't think, did we spend any of these last time? Did we?
We spent
One.
one.
One was
One.
spent.
Yeah.
Spent 1, yeah.
Who spent 1?
Yeah.
Is it you, Justin? What did you spend?
I spent it so we could blow up the...
Oh yeah, you blew up the thing and
Yeah.
I remember this
Oh, I
thing.
just remembered if you switch this flick right over here. Flick this switch, whatever.
The self-destruct button right
Oh.
over here.
Conveniently in the middle of the corridor. That's a design flaw.
So, who wants
If I
to
had
give
that
us the recap?
Team leader.
Sam.
Oh god. Why was I squad leader that one?
Recap from a Celestin perspective.
Okay. We showed up at the place that we were.
It's good that this is sticking with you so well.
First,
It's a long
that was
time
the
ago.
first thing we did.
The Martel station. Would you like to put
Yes.
plot
We-
summary?
No.
It's
I
memory.
totally
Memory.
remember all of this.
Memory.
What are you talking about? Showed up at Martel Station, got off our ship, going to see a guy called Pask.
Yeah.
Ask, yeah.
Found Pask. Pask said he gave us a few options, including like bribing the governor and
Valapru.
going to the command center, and maybe one other option that I've forgotten now.
Speaking to
But
Captain Moore.
I don't think we did that one, so it doesn't matter. And then 3 of us, me, Amos, and
His droid.
the droid.
You have to differentiate the 2 of us here.
The non-murdering droid.
Yeah, the less aggressive droid.
The
Went,
more passive-aggressive droid.
went and snuck into the command center by blowing something up, which was fun. And we did some stuff there, including finding out certain things about the ship and who what's his face was. Raph.
Raph. Oh yeah, Raph. Yeah, we did a thing there.
Found out a bit about Raph, and then we basically sent a space text message to
Star Trek message. We're playing Star Wars.
star text message to aggressive
A
droid
stext.
Guild.
Squidward
Guild.
and
Fish sticks.
this guy. Bothan.
Yeah, Bothan
Both-
person.
Jago.
They all remember
Yeah.
What's your name?
That person.
Jago.
Jago.
I think.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they met Raph. They saw him like beat another guy to a bloody pulp.
I
as
thought
remember.
about shooting the.
We stopped the
Squid.
droid joining in.
Yeah,
Just.
Barely.
and then they convinced him to give us some like uniforms of the dock workers.
And some droid idents.
Which
And
we
some
due
droid,
at
yeah.
some point soon by a corner somewhere where I can't remember where it was.
Yes, and that was
in the
basically it. I
corridors.
In the
think
corridor.
maybe.
Yeah, pretty much it. Now we're meeting up again, aren't we? We met up again, I think.
You are meeting up again in a cantina, I believe.
And we are trying to
No harm.
steal one part of the Perlemian Hall, a freighter M226.
Damn. Details.
There we go. That's why you're
Knowledge.
squad leader.
Justin, seriously, selfies.
Gaming selfies.
I will not be uploading that. So, you turn up at the Martel Station Cantina. It's a fairly small, run-down establishment. It doesn't have a cantina band, or especially not one playing that. Or it's got a couple of Pazak tables off in one corner, and a bar and some kind of booths to sit in and drink.
Can I assume Bizarre is like gambling?
Yes, Pazak's
Yes.
like
I assume-
a card game.
I assume as I love
Kinda
money,
like
I'm also a
blackjack,
fan of
isn't it?
gambling.
You have not played Knights of the Old Republic.
It's-
Hang your head in
it's-
shame.
It's a little bit like blackjack, but you go forward and back.
Oh.
You have positive and negative cards.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
and you have a deck that you use with it. Like you have a deck
That's
that you
quite
make yourself. Yeah.
I can't remember. Have we got the uniforms yet? Did we pick them up?
You
No.
have not picked up the uniforms yet. He
They'll
said
be
he'd
in the
leave
corridor
them
in 6 hours.
6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. I nod like I remembered that little detail that I made up. But yes, 6 hours.
So we all just there now. Or
Yeah, you will say you arrive at approximately the same time.
Cool.
Why not? Let's not roleplay you like sitting around waiting.
Yeah.
so guys, this is fun.
How many credits would a drink cost? Like, is it a credit?
We just ignore
Too
that.
many.
We really have to pay
It's
for it.
probably
The-
overpriced. Like,
I don't.
Just assume.
Can we just ignore that?
Get rounds.
Really?
Economy. Well, the economy of Star Wars is as follows. Let's say 1 credit. It's a dirty, cheap bar.
Damn.
Let's
And
say
buy a lot
1
of
credit.
drinks.
I have precisely 1 credit.
you can buy a drink.
Rounds on.
We can all share the 1 drink I can
Well, remember,
buy.
there's only 4 of you that you need to drink.
But it's an extra credit for 6 straws.
I can officially buy 257 drinks.
Yes.
Drinks on you then.
And you made me split
No.
the thing with you. You
Yeah.
greedy.
I'll buy you a drink.
Greedy.
I'll buy you a drink.
God
That
damn.
doesn't make up for it.
I'll also give him. No, I won't. I'll buy you a drink.
I like that. Well, I'll also no. Actually, no.
What's
no,
this
I'm
bar?
not
How
doing
many
that.
droids are in this bar?
How many droids are in the bar?
Yeah.
There's basically no one in the bar apart from a couple of off-duty Imperials off in one corner who are slowly drinking themselves into a stupor, and just some Duros guy at the bar who seems to want to be left alone. Other than that, it's fine.
Can we get a booth?
You can get a booth.
Get a booth.
It's got 6 chairs and everything. Not that Neil can sit on a chair, but
Can I... If it's like a booth in a wall, right? Can I
Yeah.
check for any listening bugs? Just surreptitiously run a
yeah,
hand under the
why
table.
not? So what's that? Security? Is there a security thing? Again, I need
I
to...
don't have security. I have skullduggery.
Probably skullduggery.
Skullduggery, yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be skullduggery.
I've got-
So difficulty.
You have to remind me how to do this.
There. Yes,
3 cunning, 1 skullduggery, so that's
that's
2
3
small ones and
3 greens, one of which is updated to a yellow. Yep.
Yeah, so it's 2
And then
greens
you've
and
got
1
2
yellow.
purples. I don't see there being any advantages or disadvantages here. So that's your pool. And for everyone at home, we are experimenting with a slightly different rolling mechanism here in terms of advantages and threats. We,
Too small for dice.
as a group, believe that the advantage and threat symbols are too common on the dice. So what we're going to do is
Forgotten what it
basically calculate how many advantage and threats are left by elimination, and then halve them to see what is actually the case. So you've got 2 successes and 2 failures. So that's not a success, but it does have, rounding down, 1 advantage. So while you're looking for the bugs, you basically conclude that there could be bugs there, but you don't
Pretty
think
sure
you'll have
there
found
are.
them if there are any.
Okay.
But while you're scrabbling around below the table, you find a chit with 30 credits on it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There we go, advantage.
Take the dice back.
Take the dice back, yes.
I like the notebook, but
Yeah.
you can keep the dice.
Thank you. Yeah.
On seeing you get that, I'd probably start scrabbling around on the floor.
Money. I think we might need an excuse to stay around here a bit longer. We told the guys we'd be staying long, but maybe if we faked some kind of issues with the ship that could be easily solved if we want to get out of here in a rush. Just so we have an excuse for staying around longer.
Can someone do like a unplug something? Basically, something they can plug back in very easily.
Exactly.
It's a good point because we did say we were going to be leaving soonish. Didn't we?
Yeah.
I don't know how organised they're going to be, but they probably will pull us up on that eventually.
It's good to have a excuse.
We also said we're merchants, so can someone do some merchant?
Yeah, I'm more than happy to take on some supplies. I'll go after we have a few drinks.
I can make some kind of fake problem with the ship.
That'd be
That shouldn't
really
be too
useful.
hard.
No grenades.
Fine. God.
Fake problem with the problem. Roll a few grenades.
Fine.
I'm totally using the ship again, are you guys?
No time to
It's got to be
restructure that
believable.
landing. Good. Well, great. So who would want to? Do you have any ideas of what supplies we could be taking on? I mean, we could try and just scout around for some merchandise that we could easily sell somewhere else.
I'm assuming we can't. We don't really have enough money to buy anything, do we? Stop looking at me!
We might be able to find some credit somewhere, but we do need a good disguise.
We could discuss trades for a while and pretend that nothing is worth buying.
Yeah, we could certainly.
And then the ship's unmovable.
we could certainly have discussions.
We could just say we have to spend our credits we were gonna use on trade on fixing the ship.
Yeah.
I at this point sort of do a hand wavy across throat gesture, trying to indicate that we're acting really, really suspicious for people.
We should
Who
murder
are-
somebody.
Merchants.
I agree with this plan. I think we should do that right now.
Who should we murder?
No.
What do you mean by that?
Listening devices.
Right.
But
Fair enough.
that's
So no murdering.
no murdering.
We're all legitimate businessmen.
Yes.
Perfectly legitimate.
At some point, do any of you want to update the others on what you've actually done, by the way?
This is more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Not really.
How does it go with?
we've got we're meeting a friend in about 6 hours or so.
Oh, a friend.
Yeah,
We're not actually meeting them.
Do we have any friends?
shut up.
Not really.
Yes.
I know you don't.
He wasn't very nice.
Look, I've got a friend.
Okay.
I've got a friend who we're meeting
Okay.
out whatever the dock was called in about 6 hours time,
Okay.
maybe.
It's a thing we need to do.
Should we maybe go back to the ship to discuss stuff?
Yeah, probably.
Then why did we come to the
We need to look at our inventory
To
on the
eat.
ship.
Hey,
And drink?
stop telling me how to do my job.
Make merry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go around and do some inquiries about things. If you want to, about various trade goods and setting up sort of long-term contracts. But if you want to head back,
Cool.
do you think?
This has been an entirely productive discussion.
I'm going to need your help, XK, because I need you to help me identify what specific things we can
Indeed,
make room for.
this unit is useful and excited.
I'm glad to hear it, XK. D4, I shan't be needing you.
Well, it's very good for you, seeing as though I don't have a restraining bolt. So even if you did need me, you would have to ask quite a bit more politely with your unit
Quite.
this week.
Well, I'm heading back to the ship.
Yeah, head off to the ship now.
Okay.
Follow you back.
So everyone but Justin and Neil heads back off to the ship. Justin and Neil, I take it you're just kind of heading to the main concourse and going to a few stores and
Yeah,
sort of. Do you want to? I'll tell you what. Here's a good lead in. Justin,
Yes.
obviously what you're doing is basically fake.
Yeah.
But since you're there anyway, do you want to make a roll on? I don't know. What's the trading stat?
I would say either negotiation or this deception in this case.
Okay.
Or underworld, depending on what kind of trading we're doing.
Don't you
Yeah.
have
Well, let's make a deception roll first, just to see how well you kind of build up the pretense, and let's make a negotiation roll after it as well to see what actual good things come up that you could potentially buy out of it. And also, Neil, could you make a is it alertness on this, awareness or alertness or something like
Vigilance, maybe.
that? Or is there a
Perception.
perception? No, actually, yeah, vigilance is a good one. Could you make a vigilance roll as well?
two green?
But we'll actually do Justin's deception one
Can I
first.
assist him, or am I too
In
distracted?
deception, yes, you certainly can.
I've got 2 in cunning and 1 in deception.
And what have you got?
I have 2 in cunning and 1 in deception.
Alright. So the same either way, so you'll just get a 2 in cunning and 1 in deception, and you get a bonus for him. It's not particularly hard, it has to be said.
Can I get a bonus for doing this all the time?
No.
Oh.
If you've got too many dice,
Too many dice?
should be 1 green, 1 yellow.
Change one.
Oh, yes, so there is.
I mean, you should have like 7 yellow. And
Yeah, good one. It's not particularly difficult, to be honest. So you just get 1 difficulty die.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you guys will need to learn how to interpret these rolls yourself.
I'm still working out though.
So,
that's bad.
yeah, that's a big success.
Okay.
That's a big success with no advantages. So yeah, you pull off with no flaws whatsoever the appearance of some guy buying supplies for some ship.
That's good.
Basically, you don't walk into anywhere and no one immediately goes rebel scum or anything. So it's all good.
That would be the
We'll go with
portrait thing to
Neil's vigilance one next,
2 green.
which is okay. 2 green. And
Sorry, 1 green.
Sorry.
thanks, Justin. So 1 green, and then the difficulty, let's say, is 2, and Justin's there as well, so let's give you an advantage, and let's give you a disadvantage because you have no training in it.
Yay.
Hurrah!
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. And 1 for negotiation from.
Okay. I need 2 yellows and a green. So I've got 2 in negotiate and 3 in presence. So it's 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
I got these successes, right? The explosions.
Yeah.
So 4 successes, 2
Advantages.
advantages, 1 disadvantage.
Yeah, and 2 fails. So
2
basically,
fails.
you've got 2 successes and 1 advantage, but we're halving the
Halving out,
advantages.
so
So yeah, so just 2 successes. You find a shop that's selling quite a lot of really good supplies.
Good.
That you could buy quite cheaply. I'll give you kind of supplies for half price if you want to buy some.
Yeah. How many credits would that be?
Oh,
No.
Roughly, let's call it. Let's just make up a number.
no one write things down apart from me.
What would you count as
Not that I wrote
supplies?
things down.
Yeah, exactly.
He bought supplies.
Yeah, but what counts as supplies?
Like food and water and stuff.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Fuel, I'm guessing as well.
Where are the supply things? In
Well,
this?
you can buy rations for. I didn't write down how much. I think
That was immensely.
Thanks, Justin.
quite cheap.
So yeah, you can buy field ration packs on 2 for 5 credits.
Yeah.
Or you can buy stim packs for 15 each, or med packs for 200 each.
I don't have very much money, so
I'd like to buy 1 ration pack.
yeah. I mean, to make it, I think I would say that. Can I just do it so that I'm inquiring about future orders rather than like insert?
You can buy whatever you want.
Yeah, but I don't have the money to buy whatever I want. So
Well,
my deception passed. So can I just say like, okay, well, we'll be considering coming back and setting up a standing order in next time we pass through the station.
you're going to be coming back here.
Well, yeah, if we want to get the regular trade route now.
Going to come back to the Imperial controlled station you hijacked a freighter from.
No, we're not. I'm not telling him that.
No. Yeah, but you've already done the deception thing,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's fine. The
Yeah.
negotiation was to see what you could actually buy if you
Okay.
wanted to. If you don't
Oh,
want to
okay.
buy anything, then
You've
you're
already
done.
deceived.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. We look basically now. We look like we're buying traders.
Yep.
rather than-
Yeah, that was what the deception roll was
That's
for. So
Okay,
it's fine. It's all good.
cool. Good.
Okay, back on the ship.
Back of the ship.
So what do we plan to...
Something.
I go and unplug something, makes it look like the ship is broken.
Okay. Can you give me a skullduggery roll?
Please don't unplug the wrong
Can I
thing.
not do a mechanics roll?
Yes.
I'm better at
All
that.
right.
Just tear the Hydrodrome apart.
What do you need?
Yeah. 2 yellows.
Wow.
Do I get anything for having a toolkit?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know why I would
I
buy
think
it
toolkit
if I
allows
didn't
them
get
to do
something
stuff.
for
I
having
think
a toolkit.
it allows to heal droids basically,
Okay.
and it allows
I
you
think
to
so.
do stuff.
You can actually make
without which
repairs.
you could not do this.
Yeah,
job.
you just couldn't make repairs without it. That's
Okay.
what I remember.
I also have a hand scanner if that gives me anything to scan things.
No, a hand
Yeah.
scanner, I
Shit.
don't think. Yeah.
I will
That would be putting
scan
it back
this
in there.
plug out of its socket.
Ah, the life support system. Yank.
We're on a station, we don't need that. That would actually be quite reasonable.
Until we fly out.
Yep.
Well, that's fine.
Well, I won't wait flying anyway.
So 2 yellows.
2 yellows.
You don't.
Okay. It's pretty standard difficulty, and you're familiar with the ship already, so
No.
I'll give you an advantage one as well.
Okay, it'll be fine. Really fine.
Got it.
So that's 4 successes
Oh yeah.
and a triumph, which is offset, however, by the threat.
Wait, isn't a triumph better than a threat?
A
Isn't-
triumph is a
success of the
success.
triumph.
A triumph is a success and an extra special advantage.
Okay.
But the extra special advantage can still be no.
Can't be.
No,
the
it's
success
it's
is negated,
the success
but
can be
the
negated.
advantage
Yeah.
is
So
still there.
basically, what we have, and see, this is where the advantage set thing is interesting, and by interesting I mean annoying, because you've got 4 successes. So that's a really good success, and an advantage, which is great, and also a threat. So yeah, you succeed really well. You basically unplug a turbo converter,
Sounds good.
which is really easy to switch back on, but it's quite difficult if you don't know what you're looking for.
Maybe
You
he
also
Maybe he just hides it really well.
Or attracts attention doing it or something with a threat.
With rounding down the threat.
yeah. No, the threat's still active.
Wait, I thought we were rounding them down if there's only one.
yeah, right. Yes. You're
So all there is
absolutely
is the triumph.
All there is the triumph. So while rooting around in the
Find something great.
the belly of the shuttle, you find a small piece, a kind of a fuel converter that you haven't seen before. You don't know what it is. It looks like something maybe the Empire has started plugging into these shuttles.
Ooh.
Okay.
Maybe one of the droids will know what it is.
Okay, I take that with me and go speak to the droid.
Pester the
Nice.
droids.
Yeah.
He's not there.
Oh yeah, you're
Unless you want to speak to the the assassin droid.
I
about
just
it.
I just take it out and like maybe spend some time looking at it, but
We're on comlinks.
Yeah, you are.
that's true. But he can't see it, so I probably wouldn't bother until he gets back to the ship.
In the
You
bowels.
could send him a Snapchat.
I
Space chat. Send him a space chat.
Star Chat.
Star Trek.
You have 5 seconds.
Identify this in 5 seconds. Go.
I don't know. When you said you found this in the belly of the ship, I was really imagining you found the blueprints of the Death Star in the belly of the ship.
So, how
Oh
many
God, I'm gonna die.
lightsabers do I find exactly?
Cool. So we arrive back shortly, I imagine, Neil.
I'd imagine so.
Yep.
You're the one
Cancel
with
the
the
Death Star
stadium.
would be a death sentence for me.
It would be, yeah. You'd just be screwed.
Justin and Neil, you arrive back at the ship, where you can now presumably speak freely, not next to an off-duty Imperial patrol.
That was the best damn sabotaging of a ship I've ever seen.
Well, thank you very much. It's what I do, kind of.
That's what I do, sabotaging my own ship.
That's what I'm here for.
What if you have a few hundred credits going spare to fake looking like traders?
No.
No.
Right.
Totally
No.
no.
This unit's credits, as always, are at your disposal. This unit does not have several hundred credits.
Understood.
So, what went down at the docks?
We
You met that guy?
met Raph
Yeah, that guy.
beating the crap out of someone.
A charming gentleman by all accounts.
He did do quite well. And then we took him aside and talked to him, and Fish Sticks said that we wanted to steal everything, basically.
I definitely didn't say that.
You kind of did.
Completely didn't. It got him to help us.
You were the least subtle Mon Calamari I've ever met.
Least subtle, most helpful.
Maybe next time we'll keep in the fish tank, I mean cockpit.
I'd about enough of you.
But yeah, he's going to leave uniforms and droid passes in the corridor outside the relevant docks in, I'm going to say by this point, maybe 5 hours
Yeah,
time.
sure. Yeah.
For us to get in.
Okay.
And you wouldn't have said that. See, otherwise.
So
Yes, he would have.
No, he wouldn't.
You could have said something else.
is the ship still arriving tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
So currently we have uniforms, droid passes. We know when and where the ship will be arriving.
Mm-hmm.
We have a method of getting at least nearby, but maybe not on board yet.
That's the question. How do we get on the ship itself?
And once inside 5XK, do you feel like you could get into the network and find out what kind of things we might be looking for?
This unit is confident.
What did you guys find, by the way, up in the computers?
That thing that they sent to us.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
found the information
What
on
did it
Wrath.
Didn't you get the star text?
Yeah, I did, but what did it do?
Yeah, it was about Wrath. Just stuff about
Yeah, that's
Wrath.
what led you to Wrath.
Okay, that was all it was.
Did we find any more information?
I was going to say,
5XK?
did you?
We also have access codes which will allow us entry to any area of the Imperial controlled section of the station.
Ooh, sounds pretty handy.
Andy?
Do you think that could do anything with the ship?
This unit does not know.
Could anyone have a guess?
Can we do something to draw people off the ship, such as fake an evacuation of the docks?
Don't think they'd fall for it. I think the ship's pretty important. They'd probably just leave.
With our work uniforms, we might be able to do something like, say, just like ship sabotage.
More likely.
What? Isn't our goal to take the
Alliterate.
ship?
Yeah.
To get on it and fly off in it?
No. The ship is too high profile. It's not fast enough, and it will almost certainly be. It's being accompanied by a lot of very powerful ships. Our goal is to get on board, remove some things, and then.
No, our goal is
No,
to
our
take
goal
the
is
ship.
to
Your
steal
goal
the
is
shuttle.
absolutely not that.
Our
Your
goal
goal
is
is
definitely
Your
to
goal
take
is
the
to
ship.
hijack the ship and drop it out of hyperspace and rendezvous with an alliance.
Yes, our goal is much harder than the other.
Wow.
With an alliance patrol to take it back
Okay, I
to
was wrong
alliance
again.
space.
Again.
And
This is
to
the
send the
obvious.
cargo lists of the hull back to pass.
Yes, of course. On our ship, what are we going to do with that?
Doesn't really
Do
matter.
we really
It
need
is a
it?
stolen ship. It's not necessarily our ship.
I mean, if we could sell it before we leave, it might be helpful. But otherwise,
That's
I'm not sure
not
whether to buy an
suspicious
Imperial
at
Totally not
all.
obvious at all.
right before we leave.
This is coming from the Mon Cal, who, when engaged by the guy he's trying to be undercover with, went, "We're going to hijack an Imperial ship."
I didn't say that.
You did!
I didn't.
You literally
I
did!
didn't.
Okay.
I tell you the exact words I said. They weren't that.
Matt, find the recordings.
There's nothing better for the listeners at home than listening to us, listening to the recording.
I feel like
It's like a flashback.
I feel bad for losing our ship. It's a valuable asset to the rebellion.
No, it isn't. It's a hunk of junk.
Although you found something in there, didn't you?
I did.
It totally is a hunk.
I was hoping that Mr. Droid here,
Please specify when you're referring to the units.
Being
the tentacly, the one with the more tentacles.
You mean the one with the restraining
The
bolt?
one with more tentacles.
Yeah, the most tentacly droid
The
that we
tentacle.
have.
He's
Perhaps you're referring to 5XK.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just going to beep repeatedly in response to this.
The
conversation.
fantasy filter.
I found a thing that I don't really know what it is, but I found it pretty deep in the ship's engine part, and I was wondering if you could identify it.
I will sort of stretch out my tentacles and grasp it from you. Can I try to identify it?
You can. It's going to require a mechanics roll, which I was going to say isn't great for you, and then I realised you have intellect 5.
Yep.
So, wow. So there's 5 there, and the difficulty's probably 3, but you have all the time in the world to do it, so I'll give you an advantage as well, and I'll give you a disadvantage because it's unknown tech. So that's that's a success, blatantly. Probably.
Maybe. Do these brief breaks while we just look at dice. don't we?
2 successes.
Just 2 successes. It's basically a fuel line injector that you've never seen before. It's very optimized for ships of this size, and it could be a significant tech boost to the Alliance if you, say, took it back with you, perhaps? Suggestion?
Strap it to D4.
This
He's got the best carrying capacity.
This object is designed to increase the speed of ships of this size and caliber.
So it's a piece of tech we could procure.
You could say it's our duty.
This item should be returned to the Republic.
How big is it?
Yeah, about the size that Neil is gesturing.
If that's a like small fire extinguisher.
Yes.
Okay.
I love that. That's where you went with that.
Cool. So we can take it back.
Yes. As long as one of you carries it. But
Strap it to the floor.
yeah.
Does it have an offensive capacity? Because if it doesn't, it's wasted space.
You could throw it at people.
You could inject fuel into people.
Don't say that.
Yeah. Our setting is definitely not dark enough. We'll wait for the next World of Darkness.
Think about it. Think about it. Okay. This fuel injector can be put on a ship by the Rebel Alliance, and that ship can then kill Imperials more effectively in the future.
Indeed.
I like your deductive logic.
So it's better for killing.
I will carry this unit for the entirety of this mission.
Oh, I do not know the way.
And obviously that will produce a duty bonus for Neil, which I'll work out after the session.
If we successfully take it all the way back to Rebellion.
Yeah. No, just finding it is fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, if we all die, then probably not.
No.
That won't affect our duty. That affects our life. We still had high duty.
still loyal to the Rebellion.
When we die.
And in the
Failed
game.
with our duty then, though.
Yeah. Okay, so anything else from aboard the ship?
I mean, we
we
need
We
to
still
think
haven't
about
figured out how to get in.
Yeah, what are we actually
yeah,
going to do now?
how are we going to take this freighter?
I still think a good idea might be to say lock the bay doors if we can, and then do like a fire drill to get everyone out of the docking bay, and sneak on the ship.
They'll just leave if they can.
That's why we close the bay doors.
Or they might just not respond to the fire drill.
Yeah, there's no
Then
way.
we start a real fire and start throwing.
There's no way
explosives
they're
at
going to leave this ship for us to get on it. There's no way.
The thing,
this is
yeah,
a valuable hero cargo.
assuming they leave somebody on the ship at all times who can fly it,
That poor guy.
then they'll just leave when there's a fire to save the ship.
Yeah.
It should be noted that a freighter is a very big ship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. We could just sneak on somewhere possibly.
The thing is, when we get on, there's going to be a lot of people on there most likely.
Yeah. But we're dressed in uniform, but will we have clearance to be there?
At some point, I'm sure they're going to let the maintenance people on to fix something.
Yeah, I think that's our best bet onto the ship.
Just
To
staying
say-
on there might be an
To
issue.
say we're here to fix something, or that like we're here to put something on, or
Yeah. Staying there might be a bit more of an issue because they're probably going to kick us all off pretty quick. We'll have to work out something when we're on there, I guess.
This
That's-
unit recalls
I
that
think
as part of the mission briefing, we were informed that a Captain Moore is possibly facing court-martial.
That's true.
Or was that part of the
I got
info thing?
no.
No, that was this.
Yeah, that would have been a briefing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the station or the ship? That was the freighter.
Freighter.
It's a freighter.
Oh, interesting.
We think it might be pliable
She, I think.
to
He was he. Sorry.
The governor's a she.
Ah.
maybe have a bit of a I don't know, realignment of his philosophy on life.
I can't help but feel this
away
is,
from the Empire. Think we can make a turn to rebellion.
I can't help but feel this is a bit of a risky strategy to go in there and try and turn into a rebellion walking on a ship as maintenance officers.
Not
maintenance
as a risky strategy as telling random dock worker that you.
people. No, it is actually it's actually more risky than that.
It isn't.
It is
really.
definitely. Going to the captain of the ship. If they're not going to be pliable at all, we're just screwed. We'll be arrested right on
Yeah,
sight.
but then we're shooting the head or something. You know, it's fine.
Yeah, but I'm assuming you won't just be able to get him and us in one room alone.
I'm sure it can be arranged.
Think so?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Someone say the force is with us on this one.
At the point where we've shot the captain, we're in a pretty good situation anyway, so...
Yeah, but the captain isn't the pilot,
That's true, that's true.
and he isn't the security guards with the big guns.
I think I could probably blag the captain into something. I don't know what.
Okay, well, that sounds like a sort of a plan.
It's half a plan.
We're getting on the ship, and then we're somehow going to get contact with the captain and do something we're going to blag from there.
Yeah.
Another great plan.
Do we know anything about the ship structurally or maintenance-wise or something?
We
Like-
know it has no markings on it.
Okay, but we don't know about...
It is a Temple-class heavy freighter.
Mhm.
It sports a number of modifications, making them anything but stock. The majority of these include sensor jamming equipment designed to keep the specific nature of the cargo a secret.
Mhm.
It'll be about 400 meters in length. Yeah, it's designed primarily to haul cargo. Standard complement numbers 50.
Mm.
There'll be 3 cargo bays along the length of the ship. each of which are modular, so they can be attached or taken away. So they could basically contain anything.
Yeah.
It can haul nearly 90,000 metric tons.
Could we do a search on like the HoloNet to work out what kind of like schematics the ship normally has and how to get into the various parts and things like that?
That sort of thing isn't just going to be in the internet. Actually, it might be.
Didn't we have access codes?
They're standard phrases.
Generic temple class blueprints will be. However, as I just said, it will be modified. But there could still be something one could get from generic blueprints.
Tell us something.
They would like to move the cockpit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean the structural shape of the ship as a whole should be relatively similar, I would have thought.
I take it as we're doing this, you're plugging in, looking. Okay, give me a computer's roll to see how much info you pull out.
2 yellow, 3 green, please.
2 yellow, 3 green.
Just all the information.
I do one thing and I do it very well.
And you already have info on it, so I'll give you an advantage die as well.
Someone botches this.
Don't jinx it.
Nothing and 1 negative.
Okay.
Shut up.
2 successes and 4 advantages. So 2 advantages.
Wow. Okay. You pull up the temple class freighter blueprints just fine, and have a look through them. There's the advantage is that you find a related document which gives information on the basically the kind of sensor bafflers that protect from being able to scan it in terms of either on board the ship or off the ship, which means that what that adds up to basically is when you want to scan what the cargo is on the ship or off the ship, which you probably will at some point, I'll give you some advantage dice for it, because you know how the system works.
Cool. I'll make that display on the screen so that everyone can see what's what it is.
That's good. Can we see any easy like entry points like exhaust vents, that kind of thing?
Well, who is primarily looking?
I won't be. I've done my
I
bit.
probably
I'm
will
looking at Susan and Sam.
Yeah, exactly. You two.
Yeah, I'll be
Maybe
looking
me,
at
because
it.
I'm probably flying it.
I could imagine that these two will be the ones primarily looking.
I might be flying it as well at some point.
We'll do a coordinated roll between the two of you for
Skullduggery,
I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
Perfect.
So who has the highest
You probably.
cunning? Is it cunning
3.
that it comes
I
under?
do.
Yep.
So
I've
that's
got 3 cunning and 1 skullduggery.
What's your skullduggery?
1.
Okay, so that's 3 and 1. It will be.
Yeah.
So that's that and that, and yeah, because assistant. Well, we'll just do a standard assisting because it would be just Susan's roll anyway. So we'll hit you an advantage die as an assist.
Yep.
Their blueprints. The blueprints are quite complex, so we'll make it a 3 difficulty.
Do you want to? It's too many for my hands, really.
To roll.
It actually is.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a lot of disadvantages.
Okay.
Let's
But a fair few successes.
a success, certainly. Okay, so that's a 3 success and a 3 threat, which will reduce down to either 2 or 1, depending on rounding up and down. I don't know. Yeah.
So was that a success overall?
Yes.
It's a success overall. You find out a number of interesting things. Access between basically there's like a docking bay that all cargo is loaded onto. There's then 3 actual cargo sections which make up the middle part of the ship. And then at the front there's like a command center which includes the cockpit. Bridge, I should say, too big to be a cockpit. There is a kind of access tunnel that runs all the way along the spine of the ship between the separate cargo sections. Though you don't know what security is there, that looks to be the main function of access. However, it's a really big ship and it's full of ventilation tunnels.
Cool.
So that's an option.
How big are the ventilation tunnels?
Certainly big enough for all of you to manoeuvre in some capacity. Although, probably you'll be the only one who's comfortable.
Yeah, I probably.
Okay.
Everyone knows that Bothans are way shorter than you guys, right?
Yeah.
I thought they were like
I think they're like 4
1.5
feet.
and 1.6 meters.
I thought they were like hobbit sized.
No, they're not Hobbit, but they're short.
I'm pretty small.
I thought
I'm 1.3
You're a bit
meters.
shorter, yeah.
You're probably shorter.
I thought like there's no real
Have
height
you-
difference between the genders, but a Bothan is about the size of a grown female human.
I thought the boffins were a bit smaller.
Weren't they your sized?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
that's
average
what-
height
average
1.5
height
to
of
1.6 meters tall. Oh, I thought boffins
Might
were
be the
little for
Celestin
some
you're
reason.
thinking of.
I think,
No.
that, as I say, the male's little, but that's littler because they're the same size.
Yeah.
as
So
the
like
females.
what, like 4'9" to 4'11"?
Yeah.
But
in
I'd
any case,
imagine
yeah.
being cat, lion, whatever.
So
they're quite
the,
small
um,
spaces.
The boffin and the Celestin will be a little bit more comfortable, but only because they're a little bit shorter than
I'm short
those.
as well.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm short as well. About
Oh
5'2".
God.
I thought Mon Calamari were tall.
My one's short.
All right. All right. Okay.
I'm just a little guy.
Little man syndrome, kind of maybe.
You'll all be fine. You'll all be fine.
I was thinking more of, like, for example, the huge tentacly droid.
Roll on the uncomfortableness chart.
But you,
It's-
but you
can be
float,
compacted.
don't you? So
yeah,
you can.
also be
Can-
compacted. So
Can I
it's-
ask while we're at it? Like, I'd be asking these guys that, but can we find anything out about actually getting into the ship from that, or just nothing?
Well, the main access is the cargo bay
Just-
doors.
Cool.
It's pretty much the only access
That's okay. That's fine.
to the outside. So yeah.
Okay, can we download the prints of the ventilation shaft so that wherever
Yep.
I am, I know how to get into one?
Yes, you can.
Very
yes,
good idea.
well remembered. Damn.
I'll assume I'm the one actually downloading it because I'm a
Yeah.
droid.
Can we, as in,
As a side note, I'm also going to, if possible, have a partition on my data pad and keep any plans or anything secret in a hidden partition. So on the surface, the data pad just looks like a notebook or a diary or something.
Could you give me a computer's roll for that?
Can.
5XK, could you do this for
There
me?
That's
I imagine he won't trust me. Which I don't really
Is it
blame the
intelligence?
Boffin for.
Intellect.
Well,
Yeah,
Um,
it's intellect.
2.
Two
Better
green.
than my
Two greens.
real roll.
It's
got time.
yeah, it's not too difficult. Okay, I'm going to make it 3 difficulty, but I'll also give you an advantage because it's your data pad that
Yeah.
you're used to using. You might have done something similar before.
It's something that I think of using as a fairly regular thing.
Yeah.
2 successes, 2 failures, 1 threat.
No, oh yeah.
Okay,
So
so nothing then,
Yeah.
because we're halving the
Oh.
threat. So
Okay.
Literally.
yeah, it just doesn't work for whatever reason.
You just have it.
I hide
Yeah,
it in a
just
tab at
work.
the back anyway.
kind of like when you want to upload videos to Facebook and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, that really sucks. In joke. Yeah.
While we've got the plans as well, can I take a look? Because I'm assuming I'm going to be piloting the thing, probably. Can I take a look now and look at like what it might be like to pilot? It's a big, heavy ship. But
It's a big, heavy, cumbersome cargo freighter.
okay,
It looks pretty standard for those things.
pretty standard. I like
Yeah, yeah.
a roll here wouldn't really make any difference. Then I'll just take a look at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. That's fine.
Anything else from anyone while we're looking at the blueprints?
You said that it's modular.
Yep.
Is it sort of modular like a lorry where you can detach parts of it quite quickly, or has it just built in like modules?
It's basically like a lorry in that the main part of the ship is like the front bit of the lorry, the actual part that is driven, and then the 3 huge cargo containers, essentially the cargo modules, are attached onto the ship, and then can be exchanged with other cargo modules.
Okay. We could maybe think about taking the cargo modules off their sort of bridge area.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe taking or finding somewhere on this station another front of a big freighter and just drive off with all their cargo. I don't know. That's
Feel they will notice this.
I did
Yeah.
mention 400 meters long,
Yeah.
didn't I?
But like, you just detach it, you fly in with your one, reattach, fly off.
Bear in mind,
It's
we're
complex.
trusting this pilot to do that.
Yeah.
I'm a good pilot. I may not be good at a lot of other things, but I'm a good pilot.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
They're not like the bit of a lorry in that they have their own wheels or anything
Okay.
like. They're just massive cargo boxes.
So yes, we could attach them and float in space in cargo containers for
Yeah.
a long
With
time.
subtlety and stealth while hoping no one
We-
uses their scanners.
We
or looks at the
detach them, maybe like push them back a little bit, the back of their like thing, fly in with a new freighter driving thing, fly
window.
off.
I don't actually know how
Easy.
that's better.
Who's
than-
got the highest crazy plan?
I've got a 7.
Well, here's a novel idea. Let's just hijack the freighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably better.
That doesn't involve killing things. It's a
Can
very
you
surprised
kill-
that you
I'm sure I can work it in at some point.
I think hijacking can involve
Yeah, can
killing
you kill
things.
50 Imperials, do you think?
It would be a challenge. One I'd appreciate. Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Although it'll be a lot easier if I'm allowed to carry my slug thrower with me, and I'm not reduced to using just my barrel blade.
I'm sure we can work out some way of getting it on there.
Would you let me take a look at your slug thrower?
If you insist.
Okay. I want to see if there's any way to easily disassemble and reassemble it.
Okay, interesting. Mechanics, I suppose.
Yeah.
And would disassembling allow you to carry it onto the ship? You're not just going to
Yeah,
disassemble it
yeah,
for
to,
no
like,
He's
reason.
just going to disassemble it and they're just like, there you go.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's like this big, or
I
like
knew
it's
I
pretty
could
big.
do that. What's your mechanics roll?
2 yellows.
Huh?
Pulling out the big dice.
There you go. 2 yellows, 2 purples.
Oh.
Oh. You disassemble it and you're not sure how to put it back together again.
Did he fail?
You gotta oh no,
No, he
it's
didn't
rounding
fail, yeah,
down.
yeah.
No, rounding down. I keep forgetting about
Okay.
the rounding down. No, it's fine. You just you can't. You don't know where to begin.
Okay.
It's too primitive.
Well, that's
Thanks.
Wow.
You didn't do anything,
Yeah.
really. You looked at it and kind of yanked on a few
I said I
things.
wanted to take a look at it. I've looked at it.
We can,
Now I'm
put,
happy.
we can put them in. We can put them in bags. We can assume the security is going to be tighter.
Just walk around the paper bag.
Look, we're engineers.
We're engineers.
We're engineers. We're going to need to take something on the ship. We
Yeah.
can probably hide it among tools or something.
Yeah.
And we should assume the security is going to be tighter on the freighter than it is for the rest of the station.
Find some tools and bring it with us when we head over there, basically.
Do we know how long it's staying?
The freighter, that's a good point.
Nope.
Do you guys know? Is there any way we can access that information from the access codes you have?
It is possible if we were back in the communication and control centre.
Oh.
It is also possible that we could locate an armory or weapons storage unit.
Probably on the ship, that's true.
Yeah. We could just wait till they take off and then seize command of the vessel.
Yeah, we don't want to take it when it's in here, certainly. We want to wait till it takes off.
But if
We have to
it's
get on the
staying
vessel.
for several days, which it probably won't be, but if it's staying for several days, that means we're hiding in a cargo hold for.
Don't jump in straight away, basically. Just wait until it's about to go.
But
Once
we
we're-
don't know when it's about to go.
Once we're on
Ah,
the ship,
that's
we'll be able to
true.
have better access to this information.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be able to go on and off. If we get on the ship and then find that out, we're probably not going to be able to leave again and get on
Would
reliably.
this sort of place would have living quarters on it, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Because
yes.
it's long.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to hijack some of the living quarters.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Break one of the doors, make them think it's a maintenance issue.
I think okay. There's nobody in here!
Just give me a minute.
Yep.
So we're just going to go get on the ship and find out how long it's going to be here for.
Yep.
I feel like it might be a good idea to try and find out how long it's going to be here first, but is there any way we can get back into the place you were in? Comms and control?
I feel like it wouldn't fall for the same thing again. Where it's like,
We never know.
Well, it seems like it's more risky to go on the ship to find that out. Just go there to find that out, surely. Because if we go on the ship and we're stuck on the ship...
well, you don't really know how we got in, but we went up there and blew something up, and all the guards walked over to look at the thing we'd blown up. There was like quite a few guards at the command center.
I might be able to talk us in if I go with the droid.
Maybe.
into the command center.
Yeah.
Okay.
We really want to go there.
You're the one pushing for this, and now like, well, we can do this. Really? Into the command center?
Are you crazy?
I'm surprised that you could talk your way to the command center, that's all. Botham doesn't seem likely to just be let into the command center.
Yes.
I'm very good at talking.
But you are also very, hated this male species. And
I
things
thought
that
I
you
was
always
like
trusted.
completely. The Empire was completely apathetic to my species.
Yeah, the Empire's
Oh,
not
okay.
particularly bothered about Bothans.
Again.
So if I went to do it, that would be
The,
Like,
the,
they
Mon-
don't even register.
the Moncal and the Celestans have
Right.
experienced far
Okay,
more
fair.
oppression.
So I couldn't just walk in. Apparently.
Probably not.
You never know.
Cool. Do we want to do that then?
Makes more sense than just jumping on the ship, surely. Do we
Yeah.
think we could find it out from there? That's the thing. If we get in and find out we can't even find this information.
I kind of feel that we were really lucky to get into the command centre of the station before.
Is it a lot of effort just to find out when it's going to leave, when you'll know when it leaves, when it takes off?
Yeah, but we might not be there.
And we might be able to find weapons.
It's up to you. I'm
I'm
merely the
against
humble
it.
games master.
My vote is against it.
We should just chat to some dot workers again.
Just tell them what we're up to.
Yeah, there's no harm in that. Okay, you could chat some dog work. Find out then. I'm sure some of them will know.
How would they?
Just okay.
They're
look,
grunts.
we were told
Why would anyone tell them?
Someone on the station's going to know who's not in the...
Yeah, they
not
got to
on
know
the
when
control.
they're working.
Exactly.
Hey, crazy idea. We could go for that meeting with the governor character that people keep. This mysterious governor
We could do that.
that people keep mentioning.
Yeah, we could do that.
If you really want.
The
To-
That might be better than going comms and
Our
control.
mission details suggest that the governor is susceptible to bribes. Why you organics obsess over money, I'm not entirely sure.
We don't have any
But
money.
you see, the one problem with bribery is the one person in the group with money doesn't want to give people his money.
I don't have enough money to bribe a governor. That's just true.
hello.
No, I don't.
Look, we were told that the Perlemian Hall is stopping here to refuel, right? Is that it?
Yep.
How long does it take to refuel a frigate? Do we know?
Average time to refuel a freighter?
Yeah.
Probably a couple of hours.
A couple of hours, so we've got at least that amount of time.
So it might be worth going straight for it.
If they have no other purpose being here, and
They'll
they're not
leave straight
stopping.
away.
They're not stopping until you know what I mean. Like,
Okay, yeah, fair enough. They're
Like-
just refueling.
let's. I mean, it's a dangerous assumption, but I don't think it's worth trying to break into the command center again
Mm.
Yeah,
to
I
find
agree.
information out. We can't rely on being lucky all the time. And with that, I'm back. That's all I've got to say.
So are we thinking we sneak onto the ship, perhaps posing as like mechanics
Yeah.
or something along those lines,
Mhm.
then wait until it leaves the station, then start killing people?
Yes.
No.
I like
Yes.
that plan.
No. We don't.
We're going to need to
We
kill some
can't
people.
take on what is possibly 50, presumably quite
Experience.
secure, experienced soldier people.
Yeah.
Not all
think-
of the 50 will be soldiers.
I think there's
No, but a
there's
good amount of them
But
probably.
also, not all
will
of us are soldiers.
I think there's a droid in our group who might disagree with you.
Look,
Well,
once we're on the ship, we have we know we can talk to this. We know we might be able to engage this commander,
No.
Mhm.
captain, well,
Lieutenant Commander, technically.
lieutenant commander, and at the very worst, we can press a gun to someone who's piloting his head and then work our way out from there.
the very worst. I would say it would be the best outcome.
So I think we could only really progress now either by going to the governor or by seeing what happens when it happens.
I feel it's necessary to remind you that Pask said he could organise an audience with the governor if requested.
I think Raph has mentioned her for some reason, but I didn't write down why. I just put a little arrow. It's not helpful at all.
What would he even say to her?
Yeah,
What
do
would
we
I
have
think?
anything to give
Exactly.
the
We don't
governor?
have anything to talk about or give, really, apart from we want to know when the ship's leaving, and we don't really have any reason she would tell us that. So,
We could give them our ship.
we could give her a ship.
We decided
Do
to
you
move
really
to the
want our
space
ship?
station. Please take our only way off the space station.
No, we're not leaving the space station on our ship.
That's
We
Yeah.
have to leave on the other ship.
But we're not telling everyone that.
Yeah,
But that's a significant bribe.
yeah.
That is a
This is what I'm saying.
significant
It's the only thing we have that we
Is
could
it? How
potentially
much
give
does
the
our
governor.
ship
This is how that conversation goes. Oh, so you're thinking of living on the ship? No, yes,
Like-
God, you
maybe.
people ask awkward questions.
Like, you know what I mean? Like.
What? Yeah,
Well,
we
they're
just
gonna-
say yes. We don't say, oh yes, maybe, because then they clearly know something's wrong. We just say,
Yeah, but if we don't have a
Yeah,
convincing backstory, they'll go.
Then we come
Well,
up with a
also-
convincing backstory.
we have to tell the governor about what we're planning, or we're not bribing them for any purpose. We're just giving them a ship for no reason.
Yeah.
Second hand, about 70,000 credits.
That's a
That is a
significant
pretty
bribe.
good bribe.
That's a good no questions asked bribe.
Isn't it an imperial ship though? Like she could just have us hold off and reclaim the tech that we've already stolen. I presume we don't have the appropriate documents to prove that we own the vessel.
True.
That's a very good point.
Maybe-
Yeah.
We
Maybe in
could
the middle of
always
nowhere.
go and pose as
Although-
Imperial people, making sure that all security is in place for when the freighter arrives.
Also, this is a very border
But
outpost.
that's incredibly.
This is a very border outpost. I don't think they're gonna. If it's no questions asked, we're giving her a whole ship. I don't think she's gonna care too much about.
You are now about 2 hours away from the meeting with Raph.
Yeah.
I don't.
Or
think
not
we,
meeting, he's just going to leave
We
uniforms, but yeah.
probably don't have time.
I don't think we need to see the governor.
Yeah.
I think we can just get on the ship, wait till it leaves, hopefully quite soon after we get on it, and then
I mean,
deal with it from there.
the only thing I can see going to the governor is asking about Lieutenant Commander.
Mm.
Lieutenant Commander.
Lieutenant Commander Noor.
We'll ask about Noah.
Why
as soon
would
as we
she
ask about
know?
that, they'll know something like if he's going on.
Yeah, well,
Well,
the whole plan stinks iffy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. It's better just not talking to her at all.
Okay. Well then, should we fast forward in time until we go pick up our supplies? Anyone else got anything to say?
Done? Anyone else want to
Yeah,
do?
I'm done.
We're somehow
I-
trying to get your gun across here.
I
Yeah, that's still gonna be tricky, I think.
would like to ask 5XK to do a partition on my datapad.
Are we just going to get around crappy rolls by making other people roll for them one by one by one?
That seems like an excellent
That
idea.
would mean that he can access
Yeah.
anywhere on your datapad.
I don't have anything secure on there anyway. I wipe it after every mission.
Isn't that exactly what you're doing though?
All it is.
The idea is I have one for the mission, which he's
Uh-huh.
already a part of, and then another partition
But you still
as a
trust
cover
him
one.
to...
If I get a new data pad after every mission, he's already got access
Oh,
to
this
all the
is your
information
data
I have
pad.
on. My personal one.
Yeah.
You pay credits for.
You only have
If
one
you
datapad.
allow him to do this, he will always have direct access to your datapad.
Ah.
Or he might always have
And
access.
I'm trustworthy. I'm only an Imperial droid who can't be trusted without a restraining bolt.
On the other hand, what's to stop me from just buying a new data pad
Nothing
and
over
throwing
the
this one
money.
out the airlock?
Nothing over your money.
Money.
Susan
Ah.
looks at her sheet with like.
She's currently like this. Would you? Oh.
Do I put this into the tentacle of that sinister-looking droid or not?
Just beeping at me. Tentacle outstretched.
No.
I will reconfigure your datapad for you, Organic. Give it to 5XK.
RXK can be trusted.
On second thoughts,
You
maybe.
put it in his tentacle.
Maybe
Warm,
not.
comforting tentacle.
Welcome to the embrace of the metallic tentacle.
Okay, so are we just kind of fast-forwarding to...
I think so.
Yeah.
We should
Okay.
go pick up uniforms.
How have we managed to transport the gun? This is really a question now. Because it's
Put it in
meant to
a
be
bag.
unhideable, isn't
No
it?
one cares. No one looks through stuff. Put it in a
Okay.
bag. Like Jesus.
A bag.
You do
Oh,
that.
can
How are
we?
you doing it?
Can we go to the merchant section of the station,
Buy
buy
a bag.
some what look like toolkits but might just be empty boxes?
Yeah, we've got
Yep.
Because
buckets.
it'll be a more convincing disguise if we actually have stuff.
Yeah, it's
true.
true.
Yeah.
Hey, we're
Yeah.
here to fix the ship.
So, Justin, do you want to go do that?
Yeah, cool. I get 10% off on illegally acquired items because of my negotiation.
Maybe go to the guy who's selling supplies.
Okay, 10% off. Okay, then let's say you can... How many boxes are you buying?
2. We won't need more than
Okay, so
like,
18...
2 or 3, yeah?
Well, he's got a toolkit already.
And then
Yeah, I
maybe a
agree.
few
Yeah.
miscellaneous old tools as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just hide the gun.
that's
2.
fine. 18 credits.
18 credits. I happily part with 18 credits.
Okay. And then does... I'll tell you what, who's going to pack the boxes? And I'll tell you, it'll take a skullduggery roll because it's basically packing them so that there's enough crap over the top of them that someone doesn't just open it and go, oh, a big slug thrower rifle.
I'll do that, I think. Unless you have any real wish.
I mean, I'd just be rolling worse.
Go for it.
So,
But you could assist.
yeah, I'll assist you. I'll assist you by telling you like how toolboxes
You're
are
doing it
normally,
wrong.
normally
You're
packed.
doing it wrong.
What you would normally expect to find on top
Sam,
of a tool.
Novice
Sam
slug
is
thrower.
going to mansplain to
Yeah.
Susan about how
The
boxes
spanner
work.
doesn't go there, Susan. God.
God, it's like you've never seen a toolkit before.
So what's your roll?
2 greens, 1 yellow.
That's
Okay.
a 3.5-inch screw. Put it with the 3-inch screws.
They're going to think we're amateurs.
Why are you using screws at all? Why are you using electro screws?
We bought a cheap toolkit.
Star screws!
Just roll.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Everything's got the word star in front of it now, isn't it?
Really?
Can I maybe also pack the bottom with any spare bits of crap about the ship?
Yeah, so it doesn't rattle about or fire.
Yeah. I meant more so there's an extra layer of crap. Ah!
Hold on. No.
Oh! Ow! Damn it, I think it was that.
Yeah. I think we may have failed.
That's fail.
Failed with an advantage. I know, not even
No,
with an
that's
advantage.
just a plain fail.
Oh god.
Yeah, you basically packed it, but realistically, anyone who opens it is going to know.
Damn it.
It's going to be really obvious. So the secret, obviously, is don't let anyone open it.
It looks a
That
bit
sounds
lumpy.
difficult.
I take the grenade out of my one and put it in one of those ones, and fill the rest of mine with my normal tools.
Sabotage
The
it.
remotely triggered
Yeah,
grenade.
so that we have one toolkit that is actually a toolkit to show them.
Okay. So with that, then all your stuff packed, are you going to go head off,
Get
leave the
uniform.
shuttle, and grab the uniforms?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay then.
There's no
That's a good place to leave it.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay.